it's kind of interesting if you're really part of something at the very, very beginning. You have a different attitude towards it. It's as though you're helping a little child by holding on to their hand. And I think I should tell you that we worried a great deal about whether we were going to last or not. And it was a sacrifice for us in the beginning. Many times it was a sacrifice for us to come, because it's as though you were watching a little child grow up and you didn't know whether they were going to make it or not. And that's the way we felt about the organization. Not in the beginning. In the very beginning, we were so we felt we could conquer the world. But it wasn't the sense of conquering, it was more the idea of giving the world something that was important. And that thing, to me, was faith in themselves, and also believing in themselves, and thinking how they could encourage the best ideas they had. And I don't mean for succeeding in making it and selling their work, for instance. That wasn't it. It was more the idea that we would produce work that would encourage the spark of both originality and also of what were the ways we could most help them to have faith in themselves and contribute to the world.
Now, what do you think? What would you want to say to new artists? What would you want to say to someone who is in the arts? You often sat for hours with us and listened to us. But what would you want to do to say to encourage, say, a new artist today?
It depends so much on the new artist. It depends a lot on what they feel they need and what you can see as an observer that they do need. And it can be anything. It can be the need to pressure them for a little bit in order to give them the courage and the gumption, whatever word you want to use, to try this idea, for example. No one's mentioned it before, and they've never mentioned this idea. But it's something that you thought of yourself. Go ahead and produce on that idea. You don't know what it is, but the opportunity to encourage something that is about to be born, and they need somebody to have the energy, but it's also to believe in it enough before it's been created.
Now, we've always talked about beauty and spreading the good news through our arts, or preaching through the arts. And you've always done that with other people. And you've helped people, you know a lot of the artists who are part of DIA. What would you want to tell the people who you can't be with this summer? What would you want to tell them? I can see your smile.
Well,
You smile thinking of them.
Well, the thing is, it's so easy to squash somebody's budding ideas, and that isn't the way to go. I believe in encouraging people, even if at the moment you don't see any work that they are producing that looks promising. It doesn't matter. Get them started to produce, and you'll find out many times they will start bringing out work that is very exciting. Also, that was a pink blouse, but you'd never think to use the word pink because it was so off keel. It was, maybe you'd call it a dusty pink, but it had more gumption than dusty does. And it was very interesting to notice how people looked at the color combination. And I wore it for about 3 days in a row, just for fun, just to see, and realized that a lot of the times they talk about how the kind of clothes I wear. It isn't the kind of clothes, it's a color collection, color. And there's more, I think there's more fun in handling color combinations that are far out than just sticking with the ones that...
So to do things that are fun. To do things that are fun.
Yes, definitely.
And color is fun for you.